on, you? What is an heirloom, man? What's going on, everybody? My name is Angelo. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I like to do a tattoo, how I like to approach it, from what needles, what kind of ink, the types of shades, whatnot. I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it going. Cause it's a brand. Let me take off this. Okay, so today we're gonna be finishing up a tattoo. I started about, I want to say it was like a year and a half ago. This was like before the pandemic hit and all this and that, and people couldn't be working and shit had to be rescheduled, whatever. But we're back. We're about to finish his sleeve. Oh, not the sleeve, just the area of it. I think we're gonna be adding a little bit of cherry blossoms or whatever. I don't know. We're gonna see what's up. We're on our way to get some coffee right now, and then we're gonna start the sleeve off, and yeah, something like that. All right, so we got Tyler. Tyler, when did we start your tattoo?
Man, it's been like 2 years now.
2 years, and then this one was about like a year ago, year and a half?
Yeah, year and a half, right before COVID.
Check it out. So we got the inner arm, and then we got the outer, and then we're gonna finish this today. Boom! All right, you guys, so this is my ink system. So my first cap, my first cap is full black. Second cap is half black. Third cap is about 25%. Fourth cap is just the bottom filled. Fifth cap is half of the bottom filled. And my last cap is usually about 1 drop to 2 drops. And it always depends on the piece. So right here, when we started this piece about almost 2 years ago, we already did a lot of the bottom piece. And I did some of this, the face, but I outlined everything else. God, I cannot talk today. But I outlined everything else. And if you look kind of up top, you can see what I outlined, and that was all a 1 drop. It was enough to where I could still see my stencil, what I had on my stencil, but also enough to where it wasn't no bold lines that will mess up the tattoo and not make it look how I wanted it to look. But right here, the needle I'm using is a 9 mag. It's a curved 9 mag, and all I was doing right there was doing a solid black. And then right here this is also the 9 mag, but we're doing the bottom of the samurai mask right here. And with this piece, I wanted to keep it more dark to make it kind of like make it more of like a solid like samurai mask kind of theme going on. And this was a fun tattoo for sure. I love doing these kind of style of tattoos. And if you look right there, there's a cherry blossom that I didn't shade on that side, but that way we made it like an option to where, because I didn't shade it, we could have put something there, and then if I would have shaded off of it, then it would have less of a option to do things. But it worked out perfect right here. And this is like above the temple right here, and I was doing like a little whip coming off of it. And I'm just kind of like saturating the skin right now, using like a solid black and then kind of fading out a little bit. You can see like this part is a little bit in slow motion, but I try to take my time, try to really make sure the ink gets in there. And then right here, I just go over it with a tone. This was the like the half black, because I wanted to keep everything fairly dark on the bottom of like the samurai's kind of his suit right there. And you can see I'm stretching out the skin. I'm using like a 3-point stretch where I do these 2 fingers, like I stretch with this one, stretch with this one, and then I stretch with this, and then I'll tattoo. You can see right there. Oh, look at that, I'm tattooing without looking at the skin. And then right here, we're just doing little details from the, it's like the rope that holds up that part of it. So you can see, like, when we started this piece, it was like 2 years ago, but I didn't even add any white highlights or nothing. And I didn't know that it would take that long before we got back into the piece. Or else I would have tried to, like, maybe tell him, like, let's wait until we could do like a for real full session. And because I don't really like people walking around with like an outline, but sometimes you do kind of have to do it if you're doing big pieces. This was a big piece, so like we were on this piece for a minute too. How long you think we were tattooing him? Like 6-7 hours. And if you guys can see right there, the grip, I have a lot of the spongy stuff around it. I like having my grip fairly big because it feels better with your hand. If you got like you have like a little grip and you're going like this, you kind of start to stress out your hand a little bit. So I like to wrap mine a lot. And right here, we kept it fairly light. I think this was about like the bottom cap filled. And then for the background of the samurai's helmet, we just did like a kind of like a solid black background, and then just shaded it off. Sometimes, you can see I got my headphones in. Sometimes, if I'm trying to like super focus, I think it's a good tip to just put on like the headphones of like of an album that you really like, and just try to jam out. And get into it. There's plenty of times where I'll listen to like a full album, and then I figure out like, wow, this album, like if you listen to every song back to back, it's almost like most of these albums, they tell stories, and like you can you get into a zone, and the next thing you know, like an hour goes by, 2 hours go by, and you're just like, it helps you focus. At least it helps me focus. You try it out, or if you do it, let me know. If that's kind of the same approach you guys take sometimes. We added some whips in this too that kind of went in front of the samurai mask. I mean, in front of the helmet, and then one behind it, just to give it that kind of depth. And even when it was all, you can see like some of it was all outlined like very light, and then there's certain spots where I went back in and did like solid black outlines, because that's where I'm going to be putting my black and my different tones and all that. Have you guys been having like a black glove shortage over here in Sacramento? Like, we've been having a bit of a black gloves shortage. Dude, I cannot talk. What the hell?
Not really looking close.
Right here, just doing like a solid black right in the background, and just kind of shading out. I really like looking at it like from this point of view, because I know when I was tattooing, like it just looks so much more different seeing it in like a third person type of view. This is third person, right? Like me. Yeah, this is third person. I'm tripping. Yeesh. And then right there on the front of the samurai's mask, I could tell it would get a little bit more red, so I kind of leave it alone, let it calm down a little bit. Then I'll go back into it if I see like there's something else I want to do. But usually when something is like gets pretty red, I just let it calm down. I'll go back to it, because these are all super long sessions. Like, I'm not in a rush. Try to take my time. This part of the mask was fun though. Doing that kind of depth right there, that was fun to do. If you guys could tell, I like dragging my mag a lot too. It helps me really get on the corners of certain things. That's one thing that I always try to make sure I do too is if there's a line and you're supposed to shade off of it, then I try to make sure I go all on the line and shade off, and not like just go real quick and then you see like little like areas that you missed. I see that sometimes where it kind of bugs me when I see stuff like that. Like, just get on the line and just shade off. We didn't do the top part of it, but on the top part of it, we were talking about like maybe like a battle scene, like a silhouetted battle scene with some clouds up top. We thought that would be really dope, or like a like a bunch of buildings and stuff like of that time, like silhouetted also with some clouds. I don't know. I think that would be dope, but we'll know soon enough. He said he's gonna be coming back in a couple months, so when he does come back, I will make another video about it. That way you guys can see the progression of the tattoo and the sleeve actually filling up and all that. Doing helmets and stuff like this, like the metal work, like it's fun to me. And especially when you put in the white highlights too, that's fun too. Oh, I do want to let you guys know that I'm going to be dropping some new shirts. We haven't made a complete video about it yet, but if you're watching at this point right now, just know there are going to be some shirts dropping soon, and I'm really excited. I'm really excited about them. And then I'm also going to be dropping some prints of some drawings that I did or some paintings that I did, and then another shirt too. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, it'll be on my website. I'm going to be dropping these new shirts, the shirt that I have on 5/10. Excuse me. On May 10th. On my website. This part was fun too. I know this part kind of hurt him a little bit because it was the back of the arm. I know it would hurt me back there. So I was trying to get in and get the little details going. I should have shaved. I was looking a little scruffy. I'm still looking a little scruffy. See, that's what I was talking about right there. Dragging my mag to make sure it gets right on the edge. And then just going back and forth. Honestly, for this tattoo, I used let me see. Let me remember. I used a 3-liner, a 5-liner, and a 7-liner. They were all from Cheyenne. No. They were all from Da Vinci. And then the other ones that I used that one right there is a 17 mag from Da Vinci. And then that's the 9 mag from Cheyenne. Curved. The mags are all curved. This is the back of the arm that I was talking about. That was a little spicy. Right here, I was just trying to go a little slow, get the detail in there, and then for this part of the mask, I just kind of got some details in there, and then I toned over the whole thing. And you guys can see too. For most of this tattoo, I was using a 9 curve mag. I think one time, a long time ago, I used a straight mag. And that was when I first started tattooing, so I didn't really know much about curve mags and straight mags. I just thought it was I just thought it was a shader, whatever. Like, I didn't know what it was. But when I got introduced to curve mags, that's where it was at. And then even though I already tattooed this part, sometimes you just kind of want to go over your old stuff. If you see something that maybe I could have went darker, I could have probably put an extra tone in this. That's what I did right there, like, because it wasn't done anyways, but I knew next time, like, okay, I'm gonna do this time. And then right here, like, this is a good example. Like right here, like, I wanted to get that part a little darker and made it look like it flowed a little more instead of looking like one piece here and one piece here. I tried to connect it a little bit and then add right there. And then eventually, he said he wanted to put a lotus in here, and then he wanted to get his inner arm done. And woo, I haven't got my inner arm done. If you have gotten your inner arm done, does it hurt? Because I got a little bit right here and it hurt me, man. We're starting the white right now. Usually for the white, I use a 7 liner, and the white that I'm using is a Star Bright white, and then also the ink that I'm using is dynamic black. Just that's it. I try to go slow for the white too. I like putting white in like metal areas too, because I like how it shines. It makes it give like that shine. And then the speed of the voltage of the machine that I was using, it was at a 7.5. And the stroke is a 3.2. No, 3.7. My bad. Boom, it's looking like we're done. Yeah, check it out. Alright, you guys, so you just saw the finished video. Tyler, if you're watching this, shout out to you, bro. You sat like a champ. And thank you guys for watching the video. If you could, like, comment, and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Until next time, peace.